Hey there, mateys. This is Scary Scouts, a Pirates of the Caribbean film series here. And from yesterday, from the last night, my sister and brother just watching the first look in the first trailer, the teaser, as Pirates of the Caribbean, Them and Tell No Tales. And today is October Monday, 30th, October 3rd, 2016. And I'm just saying, I noticed this about a very yesterday. I have a very most important about for the fifth movie from the fourth movie. Today I watched it about the ghost pirate crew. All I noticed it about the smoking when the British ships just arrival into the cave. And even much like it about Shipwreck Cove. The much is about for the dark and it looks like it about the underworld. And when the Silent Mary and his crew came out today. Oh, that's gonna have to quiet today. My brother is still sleeping. Yep. You don't want to distract him. So, anyway, here's a plan for wanting to do this today. It looks so fucked up, and I have a theory that most of the half of the Brent authorities has Henry Turner, his father Will Turner, played by Orlando Bloom, from the last 10 years, and it is from the Hobbit second and third movie, from the Lord of the Rings, and for Fellowship of the Ring, the Two Towers, the Return of the King, the Desolation of Smaug, and the Battle of the Five Armies. But Carlos Galorio as the Maze Runner film series, as with guest star Dylan O'Brien, and Johnny Depp as the Lone Ranger, as Captain by Jack Sparrow as the Black Pearl's back from Shrunken Bottle. He was shot by the crossbow, and with his the goat saw them before, and Hero escaped from the bottle, and he was literally just attacked by the Queen Revenge led by the Blackbeard. He died in the Fountain of Youth. Quartermaster, Gunner and Human, Master in Arms too. All the zombies pirates are dead, and Scrum has free to go. Scrum has free crews, has the Queen's Revenge, and it looks same thing of our first appearance is David Weldon from The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, The Return of the King, 300 Rise of the Empire, and those that have it very noticeable for interested, and so I've really to show you guys about very interested for you, and then exactly, and so this came an emotionals for yesterday. For I had it a very resultant, and those that came out from those words, for me, for that's it, you're the fact. Brent and Henry looked up at Henry captured from the British Royal Empire soldiers, and he went to the brig in the prison, and he was been about the year 1760. It was just so short of it. But this is, how did they know? How do you know? And I've seen it about 10 years past, and seemed to mean about 20 years to about for the Dead Man's Chest at the World's End from The Curse of the Black Pearl. So it looks the same thing. It looks as really bad idea. J.V. Bardem as Captain Salazar, as the Disney Jerry Bruckheimer villain, and British Royal Navy's Spanish Royal Navy's and ships, Spanish galleons, British ships, and against by the pirate ships as the Black Pearl, Queen Anne's Revenge, Mention of a Flying Dutchman, and Dying Ship, and before the notorious pirate villain is Silent Married as the ship, as it ghostly with the fog in the dark into the underworld, and when the deep water just is smoking into the ships, while they were on it, no idea they had no idea that it came down there into the brig in the cabin into the deck. Um, he found him. He looked in about the wanted the paper stuff. He was just saying, Jack Sparrow, do you know this pirate? Salazar says he replied, here's a good thing in the idea. Here's a good saying. Ever kind of this been about first look to see the first trailer, and the second trailer, the mostly could be learning to be as about four more months to be my birthday for about 22. Same as no idea. It's just the same thing. It's about ghost pirates, dark, just like the dark ride, just like the bear, and ghost pirates, dark ride is very good. It's been about last year for the April 2015. So I just looking for the ghost pirates. I mentioned about in Washington State Fair 2015, 2016, and Spring Fair 2016. And I'll be mentioned about 2017 on a Facebook. Scott Merrill. They have the most things about the first look teaser trailer. Everything about from yesterday, and notice it about for the fifth movie. I have a very important for you guys. It just sucks, and this is very emotional. I did what he could. It's mostly he that has a very important thing. Other than most of the be damn up, I also he must messing around about few things to do. Johnny Depp didn't notice about mention of a Captain Salazar. He didn't notice it being scared about by Captain Salazar. Jack Sparrow's new friends, and Josh Gibbs, Marty, and Cotton's gone. Right, Cotton's gone. She took him, and he took him by attack. But he took him about 20 years last. And a couple things, Moray, and Mutog just came into the Pearl. Cotton's para, and same thing as the Salt. Same thing as this could. Cotton's still back in there. Cotton's still back in the ship, and Patel Wageti too. He probably literally just going into the going into the Queen Anne's Revenge. He'd be welcoming here for about May 26th. He has to have been an idea that just knew it's about a saying. I have a very important for you. If you notice this, for you guys, it's just very emotional. We waste any time before for every time, all the time. I just like to notice this about what happens. Notice it, no matter happens. I just literally just seen the first look for Pirates of the Caribbean 5th for the 10 years past from the third movie. Henry and his mother Elizabeth, she stayed behind. Stayed behind for the Port Royal, and then been there about few years last. Keira Knightley mentioned, and she notices about for the fourth or fifth movie. She was not gonna able on this premiere on this the actress, the actor. Um, they're notified. Just she has to set photos, B-roll, behind the scenes, clips, teaser trailers, and before full movies is all of them, all about Gore Verbinski's, Jerry Bruckheimer, Rob Marshall's, Hans Zimmer's, and Manchester Zack Snyder from Warner Bros. DC Comics for the Wonder Woman, Justice League, and Man of Steel 2, and Batman, the Red Cape. We'll show you half of about beginning for Thunderous notices. And I haven't noticed what happens there. It was solitary reporting for you. Well, this is a good movie. First look, I haven't been watching about Fear of the Walking Dead. They mentioned about Walking Dead for the 7th season coming in. So October this year. They told us about a few things to do, about a couple of things in a minute I didn't love from each other. And they have it as Fear Survive. They definitely what he could. They might be understand what they're saying. They're trying to want us to do, and if he watch it, all of this first look trailers. This is for mention from me, for Pirates of the Caribbean 5th, for me for film series, and thanks for watching. If you enjoy it, for the first look for the trailer, the next show will be about February 2017. So if the TV spot's coming up about December 2016. If you enjoy it, every time. Don't forget to subscribe to more contents to type your letters w.com.org, Pirates of the Caribbean Film Series, Simon Perryman.guz, Tell the Fans, Sign to the Friends, Manjaga Nuggets, Big Butter, Georgie Starbucker, Manning, Corn, Jelly, Riley, Creed, Bull Squad, Ragging Dad, Psycho Dad, Larry's Lounge, The Yankee Grandpa Shows, Space Jam's Gardens, Cuban Guy, The Cuban Guy Live, Nest Book, The Book Show, Daradiso Daily, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, Find Situation High Screen, Gaming Channels, Jackie Stores, Cocker Stores, Cocker Talk, Tomalel, Play Stores. And don't forget about sending to my YouTube channels. So don't forget. See you soon as you can. I will watch it on TV, so reactions. Don't forget. So keep it rigid, mateys. See you around and about soon.